Let's see here. All right, Facebook, we have about 4 minutes before we get started here. I'll make sure you guys can hear and see me okay. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to get started in about 4 minutes. So I want you guys just to share. And just let me know if you guys can hear me and see me okay. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat box on Facebook, or just type in the comments. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. All right, we got about 3 minutes. Give me a moment because I'm sharing in my groups here. Okay, I see some. All right, Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Hello, Janice. You guys, I am on Zoom. I'm not directly live on Facebook. I'm just streaming. So I have my cell phone so that I can see you guys. Hello, Mary. Hi, Dawania. Okay, so you guys share. And we're going to get started in a few minutes. We have about 3 minutes before we get started. So let's go ahead and get everybody on. Hi. Is my volume okay? Everything is good? All right, we're going to have a good time tonight, you guys. I'm going to share 5 reasons why people fail in network marketing. I'm also going to take a moment to share my story and how this industry was introduced to me. But I want you guys to have thick skin today. You know, I'm going to share 5 things that I've noticed over the course of my 6 years of being in this industry that are causing people to continuously fail. So have thick skin. Go ahead and get your pen and paper. Take copious notes. We're not going to be on here all night. I took a lot of notes myself, you guys, because you know that I love this industry. I'm really passionate about it. And as much as I am uncomfortable with speaking, when it comes to this industry, I just go on a tangent. So I don't want to be too long-winded. I don't want to forget where I left off. So I did take some great notes to help keep me on track. Just a few bullet points. So for those of you that are tuned in already, go ahead and share. I want you to invite individuals that may have been involved in this industry before. Maybe they didn't succeed, and maybe they were playing victim. I don't know. Just get them on the line. Get people on the line that maybe be new to the industry. Maybe people that have tried it before and didn't succeed. Maybe people who have succeeded the entire time that can totally relate to the 5 bullet points that I'm going to cover. But just share and let's get everyone involved. Hello, Miss Diane. Hello, Miss Thomas. Hi, Natasha. Hello, Lavon. How are you guys doing? Hey. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment here. Let's see here. Thank you for sharing, Miss Natasha. All right, we have about a good, I think, 1 minute before we get started. Let's see here. Okay, all righty. I think it's 8 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. All right, here we go. All righty, so I see you guys responding to me. So I'm going to assume that everything is perfect. I'm going to go ahead and flow. I will look at the comments in a moment, you guys. All righty, so my name is Tawana Houston. A little bit about how I got introduced to the industry of network marketing. I want to share that with you guys. This is not going to be focused on a company. We're strictly going to talk about the industry right now. What I'm going to share with you guys is going to apply to this industry as a whole. And really, it's going to apply to business in general. I am someone that came from the corporate world. I was in a corporate space for 20 plus years. in default management. Many of you may refer to it as collections. I call it default management because I grew so much over the years. I started as a bill collector when I was at the age of 16, worked my way on up. I ended my career, my last 8 years of my career on the mortgage side of it. I've worked for law firms for many years. I was an auditor. Foreclosure bankruptcy is something I was really passionate about simply because it allowed me to help a lot of people. This industry was introduced to me when I had a problem in my life. My husband and I had a serious tax issue. Once we got married, once we brought our households together, with our income together, we were owing the IRS about a good $6,000 to $8,000 a year. But guess what? My goal in life since I was a little girl, every year I had to do better. I would beat myself up if my income didn't grow every year. So guess what happened? I still had those same habits as a grown adult when I got married, and our income kept growing. But guess what? The IRS started taking it. So we started educating ourselves on having a home-based business, and then this industry fell in our lap. We learned about it simply because we were Googling. We learned that having a home-based business was the #1 tax strategy in the world. And then luckily I had a first cousin by the name of Marlicia Yancey that was already involved in the industry. She shared this industry with me. I was very ignorant to it. I didn't understand it. I didn't care about making money. I didn't care about it. All I knew was that I could prove to the IRS that I was in pursuit of a profit. I wanted to turn my bills into business expenses, and that's how it all happened. Now, you guys are hearing from somebody that was brand new to the industry 6 years ago. So I'm sharing with you the 5 things that cause most people to fail in this industry. So I want you to have thick skin, please. I'm somebody that's very coachable, teachable, and trainable. I love direct people. So you're never going to make it to the next level in your life, in business, if you don't have thick skin. You have to have people around you that are going to keep it real and tell you things that maybe you can do better. So I'm hoping no one takes things the wrong way. I'm going to be positive the entire time. I guarantee you that. I'm not going to be too harsh, but it may hit home for some of you. So document what these things are. If it's something that you are doing wrong, then reach out to your coach or your mentor and just ask them about it. I'm pretty sure these are things they probably address with you anyway. So I am going to pull up my notes, you guys, because those of you that are familiar with me, you already know that I am so passionate about this industry. So I could start talking about something and then next thing you know, my mind goes far left, right? So I got my notes so I can stay on track here. So let's talk about number 1 really quick. Number 1 is not being plugged into the system. Let's talk about that for a moment. See, when you're a part of network marketing, the beauty of this industry is that you get a business in a box. That's the beauty of it. The beauty of the industry is that the company already has a system in place. So most people get involved in it. You have this low investment with this high income potential, but guess what? You don't follow the system. See, the problem is that most people, when they get involved in network marketing, you don't see it as a real business. You just see it as a hobby or the next best thing. This is a real business model. This is an industry that has created the most millionaires. If you treat it like a business, you're going to get paid like a business if you follow the system. So let me give you guys an example. Let's say you decided to invest millions and start your own McDonald's. You cannot decide to have pink arches. You can't decide to sell soul food. You can't decide to fry shrimp. You can't decide to run the place like you want to run it. You have to follow the system, right? The system is in place to help you win. And what I love about network marketing is that the system is very simple. It's just people stray away from it. They choose not to do it. They want to reinvent the wheel. They want to do things their way. The system is in place for a reason, you guys. We have an amazing platform in the industry of network marketing. You don't have to go through what traditional business owners go through. You have this business in a box with this amazing leadership in most cases that want to help you win. That's what you have. But all you have to do is decide to follow the system. So let me get my notes on over here so I can see it at the same time here. Okay. So what I want you guys to really think about at the moment is that I want you to think about the company trainings. So when you're part of network marketing, you have a back office, you have trainings, you have leadership that's doing different things. But what I noticed about certain individuals is that you automatically know that you're with an amazing company. You know that this is not a get rich quick opportunity, but yet when you get started, you're expecting money ASAP. Don't look at this industry any different than traditional business. Don't look at it any different. If you started a brick and mortar business today, do you realize that it takes 3 to 5 years before you even see a profit? 3 to 5 years, but yeah, you get involved in network marketing and you want to find success overnight. If you're not willing to follow the system, you aren't going to win. If somebody got to remind you to be on training, that's a problem. If somebody got to remind you to plug into your leadership, that's a problem. If somebody has to remind you to do anything, that's a problem. You invested in this business. It's up to you to do what's required, you guys. So it's so important that you follow the system. It's no different than you going to school. I want you guys to think about that. Many of you may be in school for nursing. Maybe you're a nurse today. They wouldn't allow you to practice if you didn't go through school. You don't perform surgery if you're a doctor on day one. You go through school. If you're an attorney, you guys, you can't try somebody's case without going through law school. You have to follow the system. It's no different than this. Now, I understand entrepreneurship isn't for everybody, but network marketing is. If you are willing to be coachable, and that's what's going to take us into number 2. So number 2, and I want you guys, this is what I want you to do. If you have questions while we're covering these different things, I want you to put them in the chat, put them in the comments, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live again next Friday. And the topic that I choose is going to be based on the questions that you guys put in the comments. So as we are going through this, any comments that you have, any questions that you have, then go ahead and place them in the comments. And then I'm going to go through the comments, and then I'm going to pick out certain questions and we'll cover them next week. Deal? Okay. Now let's talk about being coachable for a moment. Okay. Now you have to be coachable. That's number 2. And most people aren't. Now, let me share with you, when I onboard a new business partner, my goal, number 1, let me put it like this. When I'm prospecting someone, I don't reach out to everybody. I reach out to people who I feel have what it takes to win. Now, maybe they don't see that in themselves. I don't know. But when they partner with me, or prior to partnering with me, I ask them, are they coachable? See, most people have a different definition of coachable. See, coachable means that you're willing to follow the lead of the person that understands the business, the expert in the business, the person that understands the system, they understands the company, they know how to help you get in profit mode quickly, right? That's what's coachable. That's, you want to follow that person's lead. Coachable doesn't mean that you are coachable until I tell you to do something that you don't feel like doing. I want to make sure you guys understand that. What most people say when they say they're coachable, it just means that I'm coachable until you tell me something I don't want to hear. That's what it means. Like one thing that I know that I learned early on is that the money was in front of the room. I learned that early on. See, I could make, $500 to $1,000 a month playing around and never get in front of the room. I could do that. But if I wanted to become a 6-figure earner in this industry, I knew I had to work my way to the front of the room. But what did that mean for somebody like me? I'm an introvert. I'm really shy. I'm quiet to myself. I had to become another person. I had to be coachable. I had to force myself in front of the room. I had to do certain things that I didn't want to do. But let me share something with you. What most of you do is you bring your background with you. You have to stop bringing your background into network marketing. Prime example, I was a person in default management. I've been in collections since I was 16 years old. I am the worst person in network marketing. Let me tell you why. Because in network marketing, most companies have the same system. They want you to pique interest only. They don't want you bombing it on people. They want you to share the plan and schedule a 3-way. Get yourself out of the way. See, that's something I didn't understand, because in default management, I seal my own deals, right? Even at the first, you guys, I can't even take 5 years. And I'm just being transparent for a moment. I never did a 3-way. Everybody I brought into this business you guys, I sealed the deal myself. It's because I didn't understand the importance of getting myself out of the way. But what I learned recently this past year is that you got to get yourself out of the way. It's not making you feel, any smaller because you can't seal the deal. It's that you're training. See, one thing I learned that when you're prospecting, you're training. How you prospect them, you're teaching them how to prospect others. So if they see you closing all the deals, then guess what happens? They feel like they can do the same. And if that's not duplicatable, they're going to quit. See, if they aren't able to do what you do, if they aren't able to take it from the beginning all the way through to closing like you do, they feel like they cannot win in this industry. So you got to be willing to get out of your own way. You cannot bring your background with you. For example, people in sales, they are the worst. They'll kill it in sales. They'll be the top salesperson in their company. Then they'll come over here and fall flat on their face. Let me share with you why. Because in sales, y'all vomit on people. Y'all, soon as you walk into a car salesman's place, they just attack you. Salespeople are used to talking too much. They vomit all over people. You can't do this in this industry. You got to peek and pass. You got to just share enough, lead with the need, and push them to see the plan. Allow somebody else to show them the plan. If you're talking too much, guess what? You're teaching somebody else to do the same. So just imagine if you approached an introvert and you doing all of this. Guess what that introvert thinking in the back of their mind? I can't do that. I'm not going to talk to people. I'm not going to approach people. I'm not going to do that. And they're going to shut down. They're going to find any excuse in the world to get you out of their face. That's exactly what they're going to do. And I'm going back to my notes, you guys, because I end up running off. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is just leave your background at the door. I don't care how good you think you are in this industry. Every company has its own system that works perfectly if you're willing to do what's required. This is a different type of business. This is not like your corporate job. See, at a corporate place, let me tell you what you're used to doing. You're used to somebody telling you what to do. You're used to having this job aid and all these different things. You can't bring that with you, right? I had to learn that the hard way, right? I've been selling my own deals for 5 years. I've been doing it the wrong way. Yes, I became a six-figure earner. I will keep it real. I became a six-figure earner doing it that way. But you guys, I can't do that and become $1 million earner. I can't be that next millionaire if I am teaching people the wrong way to do things. Remember, when you're prospecting a person, you are training them at the same time. And what I realized over my 5-year journey is that 6 figures was short-lived. You guys, in order for me to grow it, remember my goal since I was a child was for my income every year to grow. If people can't be like you, if you're training them to do things the hard way, it may be easy for you. I'm gonna give you guys an example because I'm going left again. Y'all keep me in control. I love graphic design. I love it. I do my own flyers and things like that. But guess what my team started doing? They want to do the same thing. I do certain things that are real tech savvy. How do I do that? I don't have time to teach them to do that. I'm teaching them what I'm do isn't duplicatable, but that's things I did for 5 years straight. So you have to keep it simple. This industry is so simple, but people primarily give up because they don't follow the system. They want to do things their own way, and they keep bringing their background into network marketing. And you cannot do that. Leave your background at the door. You have to have a clean slate, right? Just think about a relationship. I want you guys to think, when I think of network marketing, people ask me, what do you call network marketing? There's 2 things I call it. It's like personal development with a compensation plan attached, but it's also like a marriage, right? You have to date the person, court the person before you get married. You go through some phases first. You follow the system. There's certain things that's going to take place first before you officially get married. Just like the example I gave you, if you became an attorney or you became a doctor, there's a system that you follow first. Be prepared, you guys, to follow the system. Don't stray away from it. And it's hard. It's a battle, especially for me, you guys. It's certain things that I feel like I do really well that seem so simple to me. And when I see that other people can't do it, it gets frustrating. See, I had to realize that I just got to follow the system. So that's what I want you guys to do. Just follow the system. You don't have to go through 5 years of it before you realize it. right? Yes, I found success my first time. But you guys, I could have had way more success had I been more coachable, if I had followed the system to the T and not tried to reinvent the wheel. So you guys, there's strength in your weaknesses. I want you to pay attention to that. There's strength in your weaknesses. Don't feel like you have to always bring out the best. Remember that when you're prospecting, you're training. That's the best way I can do it. All right, explain it. Okay, so let's move on. I told you guys I'll start talking forever. So the number 3, you quit too soon. I've seen people plug into the system. They're like, oh, I'm going to kill it. They plug into the system. They start off coachable, but then guess what happened? They don't see success immediately. The results aren't fast enough. And guess what happened? They quit. Do you guys realize this is a business? If you're dating somebody for a month, right? And you don't get married the next month, do you just stop dating them? No. If you're in school for your law degree, and you know you got to be in school for 4 years, if you don't get your law degree in 1 month, do you quit? If you open up that McDonald's, and let me share about McDonald's, you guys pay millions. They pay millions and millions of dollars to open up a McDonald's. You go to Hamburger University, you got to do all this stuff. And do you realize it's about 3 years before they even see a profit, and you done spent millions of dollars? Subways, their profit is about 30,000. Ain't no way I'm opening up no franchise for no 30,000 a year. I'm sorry, I can't do it. When I know that I can do network marketing for a couple $100 and make more than they make, right? It's just a matter of being consistent, you guys. That's all it is. So people quit too soon. They know it's not a get rich quick opportunity, but yet they expect success overnight. See, when you invest in yourself, your number 1 goal should be getting your return of investment. How quick do you want your return of investment? But again, this is not $1 million franchise. So in the industry of network marketing, the highest, I mean, some may be higher, but the highest I've seen is probably about $1,500 to get involved in the industry. That's the most I've seen. There may be more, but that's the most I've seen, right? I heard some people say there's some companies that are $5,000, right? But the point is, the investment is so low in network marketing that people don't take it seriously when they should be looking at it as a blessing. I changed my entire life because of this industry. I got my return of investment back so many times, you guys. I've recently, you guys, celebrated 5 years being from the comfort of my home with no job because of this industry. Is it a lot of work? Yes, but it was a lot of work working a job too. So you just got to choose your heart. It's not easy. The system is simple, but guess what? It's a people business. And everybody isn't willing to do what's required. So everybody that you meet is not going to say yes. Everybody that you meet that says yes is not going to do what's required. So yes, it's hard. Operating a business is hard. I've never told anybody network marketing is easy, but what I can tell you is simple. It's a low investment with a high return, and you could change your life. You can change the game forever. I take this hard being at the comfort of my home than working at a job. And there's nothing wrong with jobs. I'm just sharing my story. So let's keep on moving. Let's see here. So something else I want to add, you guys, when it comes to not quitting so soon. You got to focus on the activity, not the result. That's where many people mess up. They focus on the results. So guess what happens? Most people are fearful of rejection. So as soon as that first person tells you no, you crawl up in a ball and you're ready to give up. Focus on the activity. Identify somebody that's where you want to be. And I'm about to go far left for a moment because some just hit my heart. There's this post I saw on Facebook, and I know I bring this up quite often because it took all I had not to comment on. I commented on it, but I was about to go in. Somebody did a post. That's how protective I'm of this industry. But there was somebody that did a post, and they said that some about this industry and who do you know that got rich already? Something like that. Some smart out the mouth. Now, you are a reflection of your surroundings. If the people around you are in this industry that are not winning, then you should be changing your circle. Right? Everybody around me is winning. They're growing with personal development. Their income is better. They're buying houses, you guys. They're building their dream homes. They're paying off their debt. I've seen some paying off vehicles. They're multimillionaires, high six-figure earners. The people in my circle are winning. See, I believe wholeheartedly how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you want to change how you do things, you got to change your circle. You got to be okay with removing yourself from certain situations to protect your mind and protect your peace and protect your future. But if you're not willing to do that and you are not getting involved in the industry because other people around you, that is so ridiculous to me. I'm sorry, I almost used another word, but that's ridiculous to me simply because I will never base my success on somebody else. If somebody told me, let me tell you how my mind is wired. If somebody told me that an industry didn't work for 100 people, that makes me want to do it. That's just me. I'm like, oh, if it didn't work for them, let me try it. It's going to work for me. That's just how I think. I don't not do something because it didn't work for other people. See, I learned early on, you guys, and as hard as my childhood was, I've been through a lot. But one thing I learned early on is that if you want something, you got to go get it. Just because somebody else gave up, just because somebody else quit, that's not my problem. But I guarantee you, if you look at their resume of life, that's how they do everything. It's not just this industry, it's how they do everything. They probably job hoppers. Look at their resume. They probably been in a million companies. They probably been through a million relationships. It's just how they do things. So you can't base your decision on being a part of something based on what somebody else does. Because if I did that, you guys, let me tell you, when that company laid off, probably over 4.5, 5 years ago, I would have been part of it. I'd have been one of them individuals crying. They were literally crying, you guys. I had left that job during my maternity leave and reversed the paperwork because I heard they were laying off because I wanted to get that severance, you guys. I'm just keeping it real. But when I was in that office, you should have saw all those people crying. I'm in there happy as all get out because this is what I prayed for. I didn't realize it's what I prayed for. But I had no idea I was going to end up pregnant. My husband was talking about having another kid. We were talking about having another kid, but I said, no, I'm not having no more kids working no job. And who would have knew that the Lord would have brought a tax debt to us to open up our mind to something new? Who would have knew that? You guys, and I'm getting going on my tangent. So let me go back. So stop quitting so soon was my whole point. Focus on the activities, not the results. Find somebody that's where you want to be in this industry and model them. Follow what they're doing. Do it your own way, but pay attention to what their activities are like. If your goal is to be a diamond in whatever company you're in, what is that person doing? Don't be paparazzi taking pictures with them every 5 minutes. Ask them for advice. Ask them what you should be doing. Who do you need to become in order to make it to where they are? Because there's no other industry in the world that's going to pay you like this one. But most people aren't strong enough to go through it. They ain't strong enough to handle it. It's many times I done cried, y'all. It's many times I wanted to quit. There's many times that I got offers. You guys, my resume is tight. My background is tight. I could get a job like that at 6 figures, no problem, right? But 6 figures is nothing. My goal is to be a multimillionaire, and I can't do that being distracted with a job. So guess what I do? I push myself to the max. I push myself to the next level. I surround myself around people that are better than me. Why? Because that's very uncomfortable. There is nothing more uncomfortable than being the brokest person in the room. The person with the lowest check in the room. Guess what that's going to make you do? It's going to force you to push yourself to the next level. But if you're the big dog in the room, if you're the one making the most money, if you're the one gloating about your income and what you got in your account and you flexing all the time, you are never going to grow. My goal is not to be the person flexing in the room. If I end up being a person flexing in the room, I'm in the wrong room. I need to go to another room where everybody better than me. So that's what I focus on, surrounding myself around people that are better than me so I don't quit. Because I know how my mind works. If I'm comfortable, that's a problem. I love to stretch myself. And that's what you have to do. You have to stretch yourself. You have to inspire others. You have to put yourself in environments for you to win. And you will never win if you are the best thing since sliced bread in that room. Okay, so let's keep it moving. All right. So number 4, you don't put in the work. Simply put, we talked about activities in a moment. but you don't put in the work. You get frustrated when your income is not where you want it, but you didn't get the income because you didn't do the work. I need you guys to realize that. This is called network marketing, not net play marketing. You have to put in the work. You're not going to find success overnight in this industry. You're not. But if you put in the work, let me share with you guys how this works. It's just like traditional business. I'm trying to clear some of y'all mindsets up because some of you guys, y'all look at this industry like it's pure hell. This industry is the bomb dot freaking com. If you find a company and you can relate to the leadership, if you like the product and so on, you're going to win. If you got strong work ethics, you're coachable, teachable, trainable, and you're willing to follow the system. And what I really love, it doesn't matter whether you graduated from Yale or just got out of jail, you can win in this industry. That's what I love about it. It don't matter your race. It don't matter what you look like, your color, your ethnics, no matter what language you speak, it don't matter. You can win in this industry. But you guys, you got to be willing to put in the work. So let me go back to this. Like, let me give you guys an example. So in traditional business, you got to sign leases. You got to get insurance. You got to hire employees. You got so much inventory that you got to purchase, you guys. You got payroll. You have so many different things that you have to do. But in network marketing, the heavy lifting is already done. It's done. All you got to do is get started, right? When you sign up for network marketing, they didn't say go get an insurance plan. They didn't say do all this different stuff. It's already done. Like when I found out about this, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Let me tell you, you guys, I was about to open up a pool hall. When I was 19 years old, I did my first business plan. I want a luxury pool hall. I love shooting pool. It's my passion. I love pool. Now I haven't done it in many years, a long time, like actually going out to pool halls, but that's my passion. I always wanted a high-end luxury pool hall. I'm not going to share any more details with you guys, but when I found out about this industry, that ended. See, back when I was 19, I went into SBA and I came out crying. I went too soon. I gave up with that. I didn't give up on that dream, but I had a baby at the time. I was single at the time. You know, me and her father, we had a great relationship, but of course, I was single. I wasn't married. And then I started working like crazy. And then I learned about this industry, met my husband, the whole 9 yards. But when I saw the difference, like it would have cost me, you guys, at least $1 million to start the pool hall that I wanted. The websites that I would have had to build. In order for them to do what I wanted, it would have cost me millions. Then I would have had to deal with theft. Then I would have had the overhead and the payroll and all them different things. This just made sense for me. So what I do now is I use this industry to fund my dreams, right? Because this gives me residual income. So the income that I earn from this, I use this to fund my dreams. So will I have my pool hall? Yes, that's a passion for me. I want to have that pool hall. That's a dream I had since I was a teenager. So yes, I'm going to get it, but this industry is going to pay for it. That's the difference. So what I love about this industry, you got a low investment and a high return, but you got to put in the work. Y'all stop playing. Stop investing in these businesses and then just give up after a month. It's insane to me. And then you guys, the monthly overhead, I pay $100 a month to function in this industry, for my business doors to stay open, for the IRS to see me in pursuit of a profit, for me to write off these bills and turn them into business expenses. I pay $100 a month. Do y'all want to know how much I paid to get to Wells Fargo? Let me share that with y'all. See, nobody really pays attention to how much they spend before they get a check on their job. And I want you guys to, this is a homework assignment for y'all. How much do you spend in gas every month? Because you can't write it off as a W-2 employee. I spent $400 a month to get to that job, you guys, every single week, $400 a month. I was eating out at lunch. They had a cafe in the building. Between eating out and that cafe in that building, I spent $300 a month. I don't care how disciplined I tried to be to pack my own lunch. It just didn't happen. I found myself continuously eating there. Then guess what else, you guys? Childcare. I had to pay childcare expenses and all these things. You guys, I paid upwards almost $2,000 a month before I saw a check. And out of all that income, all I could write off was the $500 a month I was paying for childcare. Out of all that I spent. So many of you, on paper, it says 6 figures or whatever your income is. On paper, it says that. But if you deduct out everything that you spend to get to that job, you're not making that much money at all. So I stay at the home It took me 18 months to replace my income in this industry. It took me 20 years to get in corporate, but I stay at home for $100 a month. So y'all do the math. What makes more sense? When people say it's a pyramid scheme, I'm like, okay, I laugh at it. You guys, my only question is, do you want to be at the top or the bottom? That's it. That's the way I think about it. Life is a pyramid. It's the number one business structure in this world. Your church is a pyramid. You guys, see, legally speaking, when they refer to pyramids, you guys, it's a company just focused on recruiting with no product. That's what it is. Like those Cash App schemes. Like send me money through PayPal, and everybody send each other $5 and things like that. That is a pyramid scheme, not the industry. There are hundreds of legal network marketing companies in this world. There's many of them, but you listen to what other people say. That's what you do. You listening to what everybody else say and you just repeat it, just like a child, right? They hear you say something, you get mad at them because they curse, but they heard you say damn, 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 damn all day long. But you get mad at them when they say it. It's just like you guys when you talk about this industry. You didn't try it yourself, or maybe you tried it and you did one of these 5 things that I'm covering today. So you guys, follow the system is what I'm telling you to do. Follow the system, you guys. Don't quit so soon and put in the work. Do the work, you guys. And I know some of you probably never had a business before, but keep in mind, I didn't either. You have to become a different person. Change comes with change. I didn't understand running a business. I didn't get it. My parents didn't teach me that. My mom worked in law firms all my life. My goal was to be an attorney. I went to school for criminal justice because I wanted to be a criminal justice attorney. That was my goal. I love law, right? I love defending people. That's something that I enjoy doing. But guess what? That didn't happen, right? This ended up being my passion, and I love it because my passion is truly helping people. It wasn't about going to law school. It's that I love helping others. And this gives me the vehicle to do just that. So listen up. So let's keep on moving. All right. Did we go through we were just on number 4. You got to put in the work. So let's do number 4, number 5. And I got a bonus for you guys. I know I said 5 things, but I got a bonus for y'all that's on my heart right now. So let me go ahead and go through number 5. So number 5 is being positive. You have to keep a positive attitude. It's not the how-tos that's going to get you to the next level. It's the attitude that you have when you're doing the how-tos that's going to get you to the next level. So you are going to deal with different obstacles. It's business. You're going to deal with people that you don't like. It's business. You are going to have results that you may not like, or you don't get them as soon as you would like. But you have to have a positive attitude throughout the entire thing. If you got a bad attitude, guess what? That's contagious, right? If you got a bad attitude, everybody around you has a bad attitude. Like, for example, there's some people that call me, I will never answer the phone. I won't answer the phone because I know that it's going to bring back certain memories. Or I know that I want to remain positive, so I need to protect my peace. Right? I know that person, every time I answer the phone, they're going to be nagging or complaining about life. Oh, this don't work. Oh, that don't work. Oh, this. They never have a solution. See, I'm a solutionist. I am a problem solver. You will never hear Tawana complain without a resolution. Now, y'all may not want to hear the resolution. Y'all may not want to hear my strategies. It don't matter, but I will never complain without a solution. I cannot hear from people that's like this all the time. They complaining all the time. They always mad about something. I cannot be around people like that. So you got to remain positive, right? There's always another way to look at things, and stop blaming your uplines, right? Stop blaming your uplines because you didn't find success. They blessed you by telling you. This is your business. Who gonna feed your kids? Who gonna feed them kids? Who gonna pay that mortgage? Is your upline gonna pay it? Tell me that. When you get that light bill, is your upline gonna pay it? No, I could care less. And I love my upline dearly, but I could care less if she ever worked this business again. I could care less if any of my uplines ever worked the business again. I love it. That's all that matters. You have to be a leader. You can't be a follower. You have to take care of your household. You got to take care of your family. You got to do what's required. I just heard an interview earlier. Oh my God, it was on fire. It was this gentleman. I don't even think he realized how humble he was. He lost everything overnight because the company went on strike. And it started hitting his ego because he had to watch his wife go to work every single day to bring in income into their household. And he couldn't be a provider at that moment. And then guess what? He got a phone call from somebody that told him about this industry this very same day. See, most people pay attention to this industry when they're at the bottom. Something made them hit. Something made them focus on something else. Something made them say, okay, I'm mad. I need to make a decision and do something different. That's normally when people pay attention to it. But these high income earners, they're attorneys, they're doctors, they're people straight out of jail. They got a regular hustle mentality. It's such an array of different people in this business that anybody can succeed in. You don't have to wait till you at the rock bottom. You should be creating a plan B while your plan A is working. So if anything happens, then guess what? You have something else to fall back on. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is just remain positive. Keep a positive attitude. Keep pushing forward, and the results are going to come. The results are going to come. So this is the bonus I want to give you guys. How I want to put it. Ignore the negative spirits of others. Ignore those dream stealers. Don't let people judge you based on your current chapter. Because you have this book, and this may be a new chapter in your life. And you have this book here. See, somebody will judge you based on that first chapter. Because see, they don't see the end. And you're getting frustrated because maybe your spouse, your loved ones, your friends or family may not be, supporting you. They are naysayers. Or why are you doing that? Or why you can't hang out? Why? I get it all the time. See, you always working. Okay, I see the future. I'm not worried about you. I don't want to see that Netflix. I don't want to go to the movies. I don't want to go to the club. I'm sorry. If you don't want to be my friend no more, peace. That's my attitude because I see the bigger picture. So you have to be okay with your current chapter. You have to realize that everybody had a day one. What I don't want you guys to do is you're looking at the success of other people. You're looking at their chapter 10 as if they never had a chapter 1. You may be on chapter 1. You may be on chapter 3. You can't compare yourself to somebody on chapter 10, right? Don't allow other people to judge your chapter 1. See, a lot of times, most people don't want to join you or be a part of you because they're weak. I'm just keeping it real. There's 2 reasons why. They're weak here, and they know other people around them haven't succeeded in the industry, possibly. So they choose not to be a part of it because they're afraid of failure. But see, that means to me that they are uneducated and they're weak in a certain area, and not in a bad way. Let me make sure I bring this home for you. See, I know that most successful people fail so many times that I can't even keep up with the count. They fail so many times first. So I look at things as like I need to fail forward. I know I'm going to fail. Now I'm positive about it. My goal is to win. I'm preparing for the best, but I understand that failure isn't a bad thing. As you are headed in the right direction, you have to learn to shift and make adjustments along the way. You know the bigger picture. You know your why. I call the why to make you want to cry. You know what it is. Latch on to something so important that you won't give up. If you got to eliminate certain people in your life in order for you to find success, please do it. Please do it. If the people around you don't want anything better in their life, please do it. You may need to check out here first. Maybe you need to mentally check out first from that person, and then you could disappear physically later. But I don't care how you do it, but you have to surround yourself around other people. Maybe that means that you need to read certain books in the morning. Maybe that means you need to sacrifice that TV. Like when I was told that I need to sacrifice certain things, stop watching TV, that was so hard for me because I never watched TV. Even since a little girl, I didn't watch TV. There were certain cartoons that I saw my siblings watching, or the person that was babysitting us was watching it, but I never watched cartoons, ever. I was that person in the mirror dancing, right? I loved music. I never watched TV. So I didn't know what I was going to give up. But what I had chosen to give up was my trash in my mind. That's what I had to give up. The way I was thinking, the negative thoughts that I had. Like I was a positive person, but when times got hard, I was shut down. I was always so terrified of rejection. So I had to start reading books. I had to learn from other people and realize that they failed. They wasn't spoon-fed. I was thinking that, they were wealthy. They had a wealthy family. So they found success. No, they failed so many times before they found success. And that's what made me push a little harder. So you guys, I hope these 5 steps helped you. If you have any questions, I want you to put it in the comments. I gave you guys a little extra bonus there at the bottom because I know a lot of you in this industry, your significant others, your family, your friends just don't get it. But please don't let them judge your chapter 1 or whatever chapter you're on. You're never going to make it to the end of that book if you keep giving up within the book. Don't give up. Don't worry about what they say. You know what you want. You know what you need. You know what your why is, and you're not going to get it listening to these naysayers. Hurry up and get through the nose. That's the best advice I can give you. I don't care what company you're with. This is not about any particular company. Hurry up and get through the nose. The quicker you get through the nose, the quicker you're going to find your yeses. And that's what these multimillionaires have done. That's what these 6-figure earners have done. They don't care about a no. They don't care about it. That's just, that person just missed out. They missed the boat. It wasn't for them. Don't take it personal. They have a choice. Just like you had a choice to partner, they got a choice. Just keep it moving. Find the next person that maybe is driven or more driven as you. And y'all lock arms together, follow the system, be positive, don't quit, and realize this is a real business. That's the problem right there. You don't believe it's a real business and you don't believe in yourself. If you strengthen those 2 areas, if you realize that this is a real business and you have what it takes, you're going to win. We're all going to make it at different speeds, you guys. I can't wait to become a multimillionaire. I can't wait. I already know I'm there. I'm just waiting on my bank account to catch up. It's coming. I already know it's there. You guys, my first check in this industry was 24 bucks. I saw myself as a 6-figure earner later. But if I didn't praise and celebrate myself for that $24, I would have never got to that. So my next goal, what is it? $1 million earner in this industry. And I will be that. But guess what? I have to become somebody else to do that. I have to get over my fears. I have to surround myself around real bosses, people that get it, and not people complaining, wanting to party and hang out and drink all night and things like that, right? I surround myself around different people. So I hope this blessed somebody. I hope it helps some of you push a little harder in your businesses because you got what it takes. You just got to stop giving up. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next Friday. Don't forget in the comments to go ahead and put any questions that you have. And I'm going to choose the questions out of the feed and I'll discuss it on next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my page, live only. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.